Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to give a general evaluation of those items that have not been evaluated in this meeting. And I'll start with the Sergeant at Arms role. Michael counted as the Sergeant at Arms. He set up the room and he made it easy for us to start the meeting. And we were able to start on time. That was a great job, well done. He was also so thoughtful in telling the other person to take care of closing the meeting also. Next, the chairperson. Meela had dual role today. She was the chairperson as well as the Toastmaster. Both roles she had to do. Meela is an experienced Toastmaster. She knows all the protocols, so she was able to go through the agenda. She was able to say who are the people who could not make it today. And she was looking for some guests to welcome them, but incidentally there were no guests. But somehow I felt that Meela was not at her full energy. Perhaps something happening in the background. The full effectiveness of a chairperson was not coming. Allow me to give some tips here. Sometimes the repetitions were coming in her sentences, and sometimes she was reading here. A chairperson has to really exercise a lot of solemnity in that role. It would have been better for the chairperson instead to come and stand here, use the paper here, and then just talk instead of writing or anything on the spot, because it shows lack of preparation. Perhaps it was not lack of preparation, but it appeared, it gave the impression that there was lack of preparation. A chairperson role, if it is done with confidence, it just generates more enthusiasm and seriousness for the meeting instead of doing it in a casual way. But Meela is an experienced Toastmaster. She knows all this. I don't want to say this, but something else is going on in her mind, I could guess. Toastmaster role, I thought she did the Toastmaster role better than the chairperson role because she gave very good introduction for each person. So that showed the preparation. And she has got the warmth and pleasantness in her smile, which is great. And she always led each item with the claps. That was great. Sometimes she forgot to mention the timing requirements for the evaluators to give their evaluation speech. Otherwise, it was well done. Evaluator 1, Peter Norton, first time he is doing this role, he was great because he gave an introduction immediately. He said, "It's my pleasure to evaluate the speech given by Alison." And then he started the speech. That was great. The evaluators are not expected to ask questions to the speaker. Did you use the notes? It's up to the evaluator to make the judgment and then say it. If there are no notes was used, the evaluator was good in acknowledging that no notes was used. There are a little bit of ums and ahs, we all do. I have also been using. Evaluator 2, Ken Bullard, very loud, very clear. He comes with a lot of credibility when he talks. He was very careful not to offend the speaker. He was always looking for positive points only. And then later on he said, perhaps if this is the objective of the speech, I'm not sure whether the objective was met about inspiring the audience. That was great. He was honest. We want honesty in the evaluations. Then only people can improve in their speeches. And lastly, the club officer election. The election was done well. It was a roaring success in that all the 7 roles could be filled without difficulty. So in that aspect, the president and the presenter, Leonie, had a very successful time. Perhaps it could have been a little bit more, preparation could have gone into this election so that some of the time could have been saved and also a seriousness could have been given to the election. She can always exercise her power by standing in the election. Now I call for nominations for this role. And then ask the person to count. She can exercise that control instead of making it just a cordial social gathering. I'm giving this tip so that in future, when you are in similar situation with a larger audience, you will have the control because control is very, very important in any large gatherings. Same way, when somebody wanted to thank Mark in the 10 pence, the control was lost. In those situations, if a person wants to acknowledge something else, wants to say something else, the proper protocol is for that individual to say to the chairperson, Madam Chair, I have a point to make. Can I take your permission?
Thank you.
Take the permission from the chair and then make whatever speeches you want to say. So that way the control is maintained and there's due respect for the chairperson. Timer, a very request report. That was great. Wonderful and successful meeting once again we had. Thank you, Madam Chair.